Good morning, friends. In the previous lecture, we studied the total surface area of a cuboid and the total surface area of a cube. So, let us recall the formulae and let us see what we have in this new lecture today. So, we have the total surface area of a cuboid. Yes, given by the formula 2 bracket length into height plus breadth into height plus length into breadth, and total surface area of a cube is 6L square. So cube is something which has got the same breadth, same height and same length, while a cuboid has got a length, a breadth and a height. So I will try to draw a cube and a cuboid. Now comes an interesting question. Say two cubes which side B. So you can see the diagram here. There are two cubes whose length is B, breadth is B and height is B. So there are two such cubes to join to form a cuboid. So they both are put together side by side and this has formed a cuboid. What is the surface area of this cuboid? That we have to find. What is the surface area of the cuboid? Is it 12b square? Now, why have they asked us whether it is 12b square? So let us first try to understand that. This is a cube whose length is b, breadth is b and height is b. Now total surface area of a cube is given as 6L square, where L is the side. So we take 6L square. But here instead of L they have taken B. So TSA of the cube will be 6B square. Now there are two such cubes. This is cube 1 and this is cube 2. So they have asked if we take the two cubes and put them together, we should get 6B square plus 6B square equal to 12B square. So is this correct? That the surface area of this cuboid, look at this cuboid, it is formed by putting these two cubes together. When you put the two cubes together, it forms a cuboid. So is the total surface area 12b square? So this we did by adding this part. Now let us go to the formula of the cuboid. Now what can you see here? The length of one cube is b and the length of the second cube is also b. So the total length of the cuboid is b plus b or 2b. So the length of the cuboid now is 2 plus b plus b or 2b. The breadth is still b and the height is also b. Means when we are putting two cubes side by side, the breadth does not change, the height does not change, but the length b plus b. So total length has become 2b. Now, if we use the formula of the surface area of a cuboid, then let us calculate the TSA of the cuboid is equal to 2 into bracket L into H. So the length is 2b. So I should write here 2b into b plus b into H. So breadth is b and height is also b. So I'll write here b into b plus length into breadth. Length is 2b and breadth is b. So we have this 2. Now 2b into b is b square plus b into b is b square plus 2b into b is 2b square. So I get 2 as it is. Sorry, this was 2b into b was 2b square. So 2b square plus 2b square is 4b square plus b square is 5b square. and 2 5s are 10. So I get the answer 10b square. Now, is the correct answer 12b square or is the correct answer 10b square? So, the correct answer is 10b square. Why? It is because if you see this surface, one surface of the cube and the surface of this cube, when I put them both together, then they both touch each other and they are not seen from the outside. So two surfaces of the cubes are now in close contact which cannot be seen from the outside. So we can only see 1, 2, 3, at the back 4 and below 5, and here also 1, 2, 3, at the back 4 and below 5. We can only see 10 surfaces in total, so the total area is 10b square. Try to recall, try to understand what I have done. When the two cubes were separate, you could see all the 6 sides of this cube and all the 6 sides of this cube. So 6 and 6 made us 12b square. But when you put them together, one side of the cube and this side of the cube comes together, which you cannot see from the outside. So you can only see the remaining part of the cuboid, which is 10b square. So if we take three cubes together, 3 cubes, now you can see this diagram here. 3 cubes are taken together. Will the surface area be 18 square, 6 plus 6 plus 6? No. We know it will not be. Why? Because when we put 3 cubes together, then we can only see 5 surfaces of the first cube. We can see 5 surfaces of this cube. And in the middle cube, we can only see 4 surfaces. One on the top, one at the bottom, one in the front, and one at the back. So total we see only 5 plus 4 plus 5. That is, we only see 14 surfaces. So our answer should be 14b square. But let us check by using the formula. TSA equal to, now what is the total length of the new cuboid? B plus B plus B. So the length is 3b, the breadth is still b, the height is also b. So when I put the formula, I write the formula 2 LH plus BH plus LB. I replace it, so I get 2. Instead of L, I will write 3b. So 3b into b plus b into b, because breadth and height is same, into L again. L is 3b into b. So we have 2 into 3b into b, that is 3b square, plus b into b, that is b square, plus 3b into b is 3b square. So we get 2 into 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7, 7b square, and 7 2s are 14. So the correct answer is 14b square, because we can now see the 14 sides of the cube, because it has become a cuboid. And why it is happening? Because when you put things together, then the surfaces which touch each other cannot be seen from the outside. So this way we arrange 2 cubes and 3 cubes together. Now it is not the part of the textbook, but I still have got a question. What if we arrange 4 cubes? Now you can see 4 cubes can be arranged together in 2 different ways. You can put all the 4 in one line. 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes a cuboid. This is one way. And you can put in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even this makes a cuboid. What is the difference? The difference here is, in this cuboid, the length is b plus b plus b plus b. The length has become 4b. The breadth is still b. The height is also b. But in this cuboid, the length is lb plus b. That is, length is 2b. The breadth is also now b plus b. So breadth has become 2b. And the height has remained only b. So if you calculate the surface area of these two cuboids, this cuboid and this cuboid, you will see even though they are made by putting 4 cubes together, the total surface of both the cuboids will be different. Let me make a short calculation and you will understand. This is 2, so this part is L into B, that is 4L into B, that is 4B square plus B into H. B into H is the side, so it means B into B, B square plus length into breadth. Length is 4B square, so 4B into B is 4B square. So I get the answer 2, 4 plus 4, 8 and 1, 9. So 9B square and the total becomes 18B square. But when we look at this cubes, this 4 cubes, what will be the answer? The TSA will be length into height. Length is 2B and height is B. So it is 2B square plus breadth into height. Breadth is 2B and this is B. So 2B square plus length into breadth. Length is 2B, breadth is 2B. So 2 into 2, 4B square. So we get, sorry, 2 I forgot to put here, 2. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. So I get 8B square and 2 8s are 16B square. So you can see when I arrange the 4 cubes like this, the area is 16B square. When I arrange it like this, the area is 18B square. So in this way the surface area is more and this is put together, so surface area becomes less. So what you can see here is when we put different things together, the surface area decreases because some sides are coming together, but also you will see the arrangement is very important. Now if you have not understood this, kindly rewind the video, take your time and understand it. This is a really very good arrangement. Now the question is, how will you arrange 12 cubes of equal length to form a cuboid of a smallest surface area? So now we have to arrange 12 cubes to form a cuboid and find out which arrangement gives us the smallest surface area. Now first let us think of different ways in which you can arrange 12 cubes. So I have drawn the representation for you here. One way to arrange the 12 cubes is breaking the factors 12 ones are 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All the 12 cubes are arranged in one row. Another arrangement is 6 twos are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Third arrangement is 4 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cubes in the first row, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 in the next row and 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so what you can see here, if I take the length as B, then 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B, 9B, 10B, 11B and 12B. So the length is 12B, but the breadth is only B, that is 1B, and the height is also 1B. So this arrangement is 12 into 1 into 1. Length of 12, breadth of 1, height of 1. This arrangement is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the length is 6B, the breadth is 2B and the height is only B. So this arrangement is 6 by 2 by 1. Length into breadth into height. This arrangement here is 4 into 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Length is 4B, breadth is 1, 2, 3, 3B and the height is only B or 1B. So this arrangement is 4 into 3 into 1. And one more arrangement is possible, that is by taking 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2, 2 4s are, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So here the length is 2B, breadth is 3b and height is 2b. Can you see how we arrange the 12 cubes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the top and 6 below. So these are the 4 different ways in which you can arrange 12 cubes. And now what are we going to do? Find out the total surface area of each one and find out which is the smallest. So total surface area for cuboid is the formula 2 L into B plus B into H plus L into H. So let us put the values down. 2. L in the first case is 12B. So 12B and breadth is only B. So 12B into B is 12B square. B into H is just B into B. So B square. And L into H is 12B into B, that is 12B square. So you got 12 plus 12, 24 plus 1, 25, 25 2s are 50. So this gives us the surface area 50b square when we arrange all in a row. Now we move on to the second one. Here we have 2. Now doing it directly, L into B. L is 6b and this is 2b. 6 2s are 12. So you get 12b square plus breadth into height. Breadth is 2b and height is only b. It gives me 2b square plus L into H. Length is again 6b and height is H, so 12b square. Sorry, it will give me 6b square because 6 is the length and height is only b, so 6b square. So this I get 12 plus 2 14, 14 plus 6 20, 22 is a 40b square. So the second arrangement is having surface area less than the first one. For the third arrangement we have 2 into length is 4b and breadth is 3b, so 4 3s are 12, so 12b square plus breadth is 3b, height is b, so 3b into b is 3b square plus length into height, length is 4b, height is b, so 4b square. So we have 12 plus 3, 15, 15 and 4, 19, 19 2s are 38, so we have got 38b square. We have got 50b square, 40b square and 38b square. Now the last arrangement here, the TS is 2, length into breadth, so 2b into 3b, 6b square plus breadth into height, so 3b into 2b, that is 6b square plus length into height, that is 2b into 2b, 4b square. So we have 6 plus 6 12 plus 4 16, 16 2s are 32b square. So we see arranging it in 2 by 2 by 3. Arranging the 12 cubes as 2 by 2 by 3, we get the smallest area as 32b square. So this arrangement gives us the smallest surface area of the cuboid. So this is a very nice sum in which you have to think logically of all the possible arrangements. Now the next question we have, after the surface area of a cube is painted, after painting the cube is cut into 64 smaller cubes. So when this larger cube is cut into 64 smaller cubes, let us see what is the arrangement, how it is arranged. On the top row you can see we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cubes in one row. There are 4 such rows. You can see. So there are 4 cubes arranged in one row, 4 cubes, and there are 4 such rows. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the 4 by 4, the 16 are arranged in 4 layers, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 and layer 4. So you can see we have 16 cubes in the top layer. How are the 16 cubes arranged in the top layer? The 16 cubes are arranged 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you got 4 in one row and there are 4 such rows. So second row, third row and fourth row. There are 4 in the top layer and there are 4 such layers, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. So into 4. So 4 fours are 16, 16 fours are 64 cubes. So the larger cube is cut into 64 smaller cube. And how are they arranged? 4 in the top row, 16 in the top row, 4 by 4. And now it is painted. So what arrangement I have done is, I have painted this cube for you. You can see the front, but you cannot see the back. The front and the back, let us assume, is painted with the blue color. So you can see the blue color front, but you cannot see the back. Imagine that the front and the back has been painted with the blue color. The right side you can see, the left side you cannot see, but imagine that the right side and the left side are both painted with red color. And the top you can see, but the bottom you cannot see. So imagine that the top and the bottom both have been painted by green color. So we have painted the front and the back by blue color, the right and the left by red color, top and the bottom by green color. Okay? After understanding, let us start with this. How many have got 3 faces painted? So you can see the one on the corner has a green face, there's a blue face and a red face. So one on the corner has got all the 3 faces painted. So the 3 faces are painted of the corner cubes. So this is one corner cube, 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. Yes? And 5 on the corner, 6 on the corner, 7 and the one at the end here, 8, which we cannot see, is the 8th one. So 8 of them have been painted on 3 sides. So we have got 8 faces painted on the 3 sides. Now let us move to 2 faces. So you can see the one with 3 faces have got all the 3 colors, red, green and blue. Now one with 2 faces only, 2 faces colored. So you can see this one here is colored by green and red and green and red. So we have this one, this 2, green and red. Then this one, green and blue, 3 and 4. Can you see? So this is green and blue, 2, green and red, 2. So this makes 4. Then here with green and blue, 5 and 6. And here 7 and 8. So we have got 8 faces here which are having 2 colored faces. You can only see 2 of them. Here you can see this red and green and you can see this blue and green. So this is visible, but here the second side is not visible. So there are total 8 of them. Okay? Then this is red and blue, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16. Right? Then we have got one on the below. This is 17 and this is 18. On the other side also we have got 19 and we have got 20. On the back side we have got 21 and we have got 22. And on the side here 23 and 24. So how you can count 24? You can see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 on the top. Imagine 8 below. So 8 and 8 makes, yes, we have got this 8 on the top. So 8 on the bottom side. 8 and 8 makes 16. Then we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And on the other side 15 and 16. So we have got 8 on the top, 8 on the bottom. So 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom made 8 and 8 16. Then we have got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23 and 24. So the 24 faces which are having 2 colors. Now, which faces have only got 1 color? So you can see here this face 1, 2, 3, 4. On this side is only got 1 color, blue, 4. Then here we got 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, only 1 color. 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, only 1 color. So we have got 4 here in the front. So we'll have 4 at the back. So 4 and 4 makes 8. We have got 4 on the right. So there will be 4 on the left. So that is 8 more. We have got 4 on the top and 4 at the bottom. So we have got 8 more. So 24 faces will have one color. So now which will have no face painted? The no face painted one will be ones in the inner side. That is below this, behind this, inside will the one with the no face is painted. So what we'll do, we'll add this up. 24 and 24 makes 48. 48 and 8 makes 48 and 8 makes 56. So out of 64, we have to minus 56. Now how much should we actually have? We should actually only have 8 faces which have got no paint. So let us see where we have made an error. So 64 minus 56, sorry, it gives us 8 only. So there are 8 such faces which has got no color. And where will those 8 faces be? It will be behind this 4, exactly in the middle. That side has got no faces painted. So there are 8 faces which has got no paint on them. Now this is slightly difficult to follow, but try to understand. This is something of logic. It needs visual arrangement. So you have to imagine in your mind, because in a two-dimensional figure you cannot properly see, but try to imagine the front and the back of blue color, the right and the left of red color, top and the bottom of green color, and then check it out. Now we'll do the sums which I left you for homework. Yes, I hope you have done the sums. Let us check them once again. This is just for revision's sake. Two cuboidal boxes are shown in the figure. Which one needs a lesser amount to make? Now how do you make the boxes? You may make the boxes of wood or of cardboard. So that depends on how you make the box, of wood or of cardboard. Now the box has got 6 sides. So you have to take the cardboard on the front side and the back side, the right side and the left side, the top side and the bottom side. In short, we have to find the surface area of the 6 sides. So we have to find the TSA of the cuboid. So TSA of cuboid 1, the first cuboid. Which formula will we use? 2L into B plus B into H plus L into H. So you got 2, the length is 60, the breadth is 40. I'll write 60 into 40 plus breadth into height. So breadth is 40, height is 50. So 40 into 50 plus length into height, that is 60 and height is 50. So 60 into 50. We have got 2, 6 4s are 24. So 2400 plus 4 5s are 20. So 2000 plus 6 5s are 30. So 3000. We have adding up, we have 2 into at the end 00, 4 plus 0 that is 4, and 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7400 into 2, 14800 centimeter square. That is the TSA of cuboid 1. Now TSA of cuboid 2. Cuboid 2. Using the same formula, 2 into bracket LB plus BH plus LH. We have got 2, L is 50, breadth is 50, so 50 into 50, or we can just see that this is length, breadth and height are equal, so actually it is a cube. So I can just take the TSA of the cube, that is 6L square, or 6 into 50 by 50. So we have got 6 into 2500, that is 15000 centimeter square. So this cuboidal box will need less material to make, because the surface is only 14,800 while the cube has got a surface area of 15,000. So this needs more material. The next sum we have is a suitcase measures 80 centimeter by 48 by 24. What does it mean? it means the length is 80, the breadth is 84. Length is 80, breadth is 48 and height is 24. So we have a suitcase in the form of a cuboid. It has to be covered with a tarpaulin cloth. Means all the sides we have to cover it with a tarpaulin cloth. How many meters of tarpaulin of width 96 centimeter is required to cover 100 such suitcases? So first we'll find out the TSA of one suitcase. And using the same formula, that is 2 LB plus BH plus LH. Why we do this? Because it is in the form of a cuboid. So 2 length into breadth, that is 80 into 48 plus breadth into height, that is 48 into 24 plus length into height, that is 80 into 24. Now we do the multiplication. So we have got 80 into 48. How much is that? Multiply and see. What is 80 into 48? It is 3840 plus 48 into 24 is 1152 plus 80 into 24 is 1920. Let us add all of this. So what do we get? 1920 plus 1152 plus 3840 gives us 6912. And 2 into 6912 gives us 13824 centimeter square. Now this much is the TSA of one suitcase. So but we have to find for 100 such suitcases. So TSA of 100 suitcases will be 13824 into 100 equal to 1382400 centimeter square. Now I have to get such a long sheet of tarpaulin, but the tarpaulin sheet is only available at a width of 96 centimeter. Means if I go to the shop, they will show me a tarpaulin roll of tarpaulin, and when they open it up, the breadth, they say the width is 96 centimeter. Now how much long cloth will I have to buy to cover this same area? So you can see the sheet of tarpaulin is in the form of a rectangle. Okay, and what is the area of the rectangle? It is length into breadth. So by multiplying the length into breadth, I should get this area, that is 1382400. Now the length is not mentioned, but the breadth is given 96 centimeter. So multiplying L by 96, I should get 1382400. So L is 1382400 divided by 96. So we'll do the division part by cutting, like 248s are 2, 6912s are, then 224s are. Do the cutting part and eventually come to the answer 14400. So 14400 centimeter or 144 meter of cloth of tarpaulin will be needed to cover 100 suitcases. Okay. Now in the next sum, the third sum, we have find the side of the cube whose surface area is 600. Now here we have a cube whose total surface area we know, but the side we do not know. We have to find the side. So TSA of cube is 6L square. Now the TSA is given 600. So 600 is equal to 6L square. 6 is in multiplication here, will go into division. So 600 upon 6 will give us L square. 6 ones are 6 hundreds are. Gives us 100 equal to L square. So what is L? We know 100 is 10 tens are 100 or 10 square. So you have got L square equal to 10 square, which means L equal to 10. L equal to 10 means L square is equal to 100. So the side of the cube will be 10 centimeter. This is quite an easy sum, but they have not asked you directly, they have asked you the sum indirectly. They have given the surface area and told you to find out the length of the cube. Okay? And the fourth sum we have, Ruksar painted the outside of the cabinet 1 meter by 2 meter by 1.5 meters. So how is the cabinet? The breadth is 1 meter, the length is 2 meter, the height is 1.5 meter. She painted all the surfaces except the bottom, means the below part she has not painted. So actually she has only painted 5 sides. She has not painted 6 sides, she has only painted the 5 sides. The 4 side and the top. We have to find out how much surface area did she cover. So, surface area of 5 sides, we are only going to paint 5 sides. So what are we going to have? The top part is length into breadth. That is, I'll call it length into breadth, the top part. Then the right side, sorry, the left side is breadth into height. Breadth into height. But this is the left side and also the right side is painted. So it is 2 times, I'll write 2 into breadth into height. Plus the front side, that is L into H, the front side, L into H, and the back side is also the same, so I can take it twice. So you can see only the top is painted once, bottom is not painted, but the right and the left side, the front and the back side. So length is given 2 meter, so multiply length into breadth, 2 meter into 1 meter plus 2 times breadth is 1 meter into 1.5 plus 2 times length into height. Length is 2 and height is 1.5. So 2 ones are 2 plus 1.5 into 1 is 1.5 into 2 is 3 plus 1.5 into 2 is 3 and 3 2s are 6. So 6. So we have got 2 plus 3 6, 6 plus, so 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 6 is 11. So 11 meter square is the total surface area that Ruksar has painted. Remember, in this sum you do not have to find the total surface area because we are only painting 5 sides. They have mentioned painting all the sides except the bottom. So we are not painting the bottom. So we come with this answer. Now check these sums with your homework and see if you have got the sums correctly. And if you have got the sums correctly, then for homework you will write these sums in your fair book. So we are going to end here. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.